Good morning, class 11 children. Today again we are continuing with the fourth chapter of Kingdom Monera, and we see children that in the last video 7 we had shown the bacteria and their applications in genetic engineering. We had also given a question about which are the bacteria which are involved in important applications in genetic engineering. We studied about mycoplasma. We studied about pleuropneumonia like organism, their effects on humans, plants, and their various locations on the earth. We also children studied about the structure of mycoplasma. We studied about their reproductive phases, various disease caused by the mycoplasma in animals, plants, humans we saw in the last video. We also saw that fungus-like bacteria, actinomycetes, their characteristics we studied, the structure we studied, disease caused by them when they live as saprophytes and parasites, and the usefulness of some actinomycetes we also learned about in the last video. Today we shall start with cyanobacteria, and we see that cyanobacteria, children, it was previously called the blue-green algae. Now these are most diverse groups of photosynthetic prokaryotes, or the primitive kind of cells, due to the great variety in size and in shape, the metabolic activities, they thrive in many environments. The cyanobacteria, they can thrive in thermal hot springs at 80 degrees Celsius. They can thrive in snow of very high mountains, marine fresh waters. They can be found in soils. Then we see that even in volcanic rocks where nothing grows and where nothing can survive, even there cyanobacteria are found. Then we see another characteristic of these, the third characteristic, they also form symbiotic association with fungi to form lichens. What are lichens? The bacteria are there, and the bacteria, they make food for the fungi, and the fungi, it gives a kind of a shade to the cyanobacteria, and so it forms lichens. It also occurs in bryophytes, in certain mosses. They can also thrive on certain ferns, and even gymnosperms, within them also the cyanobacteria can thrive. Then we see another characteristic in a two kingdom classification. We saw that cyanobacteria were included among algae, and they were placed with plants as they show many of the characteristics of plants. For example, we see the characteristic that cyanobacteria use water as source of electrons, hydrogen for fixing carbon dioxide. They utilize hydrogen for fixing carbon dioxide, and oxidation of water is also done by cyanobacteria. They release oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Just as plants do all these things, cyanobacteria are also similar in conduct like the plants. But cyanobacteria and plants have a lot of common features. Cyanobacteria are really very different, although they have similar characters. While plants are eukaryotes, or they are not the primitive type of cells but the modern kind of cells, cyanobacteria are prokaryotes, or the primitive kind of cells. We see another characteristic, cyanobacteria, they evolved almost 2.5 billion years ago. This is almost 1 billion years before the first eukaryotes or plants appeared. Then we see another characteristic of cyanobacteria. Plant cell wall is made up of cellulose, while the cell wall of cyanobacteria is made by peptidoglycan. Then we see that while cyanobacteria, they produce O2 or oxygen during photosynthesis. Certain filamentous types of cyanobacteria have specialized cells, and these specialized cells of the cyanobacteria are called heterocytes. And certain nitrogenases are impervious to oxygen, or they do not allow oxygen to pass through them. So we see that there are several similarities between cyanobacteria and bacteria. We see like nucleus has no membrane in both cyanobacteria and bacteria. Nucleus has no membrane and not well organized. Then we see that thylakoids are present but not membrane bound. The thylakoids are present both in bacteria which photosynthesize, and also in cyanobacteria, but both are not membrane bound. Then we see that plastids are absent in both cyanobacteria and bacteria. Then we see that there are no gamete formations, fusions or meiosis stages in cyanobacteria and bacteria. Then we see genetic recombination is reported in both cyanobacteria and bacteria. We see that recombination produces variation, and kind of sexual reproduction is found in both bacteria and cyanobacteria. Then we see that diamino pimelic acid is found in the cell walls of both bacteria and cyanobacteria. Another similarity is that mucilage sheath is present in both cyanobacteria and bacteria. Then we see that another feature which is common among them, there is some bacteria like cyanobacteria can fix atmospheric oxygen. Then we see another similarity between bacteria and cyanobacteria is that nitrogen fixing organisms may both be free living or they enter into symbiotic association, but both are found to do nitrogen fixing. Then we see another characteristic, 10th characteristic, the transformation and transduction are reported. If you remember, children, we had studied this, that transduction is reported both in cyanobacteria and bacteria, and also transformation is reported. This is also, these are ways of sexual reproduction that are reported both in cyanobacteria and in bacteria. Then we see that cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, membrane bound vacuoles, they are lacking in both cyanobacteria and eubacteria. We see that asexual reproduction by cell division is done both in cyano and in bacteria. Then we see endospore formation is seen in both the groups of bacteria and cyanobacteria. Then we also see, children, that false branching is seen in Setaenema, blue-green algae, and false branching is seen in bacteria by the name of Cladothrix. So we see that also here. Now both the groups of cyanobacteria and bacteria, they are attacked by viruses or phages, bringing lysis of the cells or breaking down of the cells. Now let us look at some differences between the bacteria and cyanobacteria. First difference is that the bacteria, few are autotrophic bacteria, that means they can make their own food, while large majority are heterotrophic, they depend upon others for their food. Whereas cyanobacteria, they are photosynthetic because they are blue-green bacteria. Then we see the bacteria are photosynthetic synthetic in nature, and they have the pigment bacteria chlorophyll in them. Whereas we see contrastingly in cyanobacteria, chlorophyll A is present for photosynthesis. Then we see the difference in bacteria. Oxygen is not evolved in photosynthesis, as water is not the hydrogen donor, whereas oxygen is evolved during photosynthesis in cyanobacteria, and it exists in water. In photosynthesis, water is hydrogen donor. We see here in bacteria, water was not H2 donor, whereas in cyanobacteria, water is the hydrogen donor. Then we see another difference, that the bacteria are unsaturated fatty acids of certain category is absent, whereas in cyanobacteria, the unsaturated fatty acids are present. In bacteria, no heterocysts are present, whereas in cyanobacteria, heterocysts are present in many of the members. Now let us children have a look at the vegetative structure of the cyanobacteria. We see that these cyanobacteria are unicellular. Example, Crococcus. They are unicellular in nature, having one cell. They also show colonialism in nature, or they stay in groups, making a colony. Like Gloinocapsa is an example. Gloinocapsa is an example of colonial cyanobacteria. Then we see that they form chains of cells called trichomes. Example in Oscillatoria. You see here in figure C, this is Oscillatoria, and we see that there are chains of cells. These are called trichomonas in this. Then we come to another vegetative structure of cyanobacteria. In colonial forms, all the cells of the colony occur in a common gelatinous matrix. All the cells, they are within a gelatinous matrix. Cyanobacteria, they synthesize structures called as heterocysts. Can you see these structures here in between the cells? So the heterocysts are produced in cyanobacteria, and heterocysts may be terminal. Terminal means they may be towards the end, or they may be intercalary. That means they may be in between two cells. So that is how heterocysts are present. Then we see that heterocysts help in nitrogen fixation. The example of Nostoc is a cyanobacteria in which heterocysts are cells that help in nitrogen fixation. Then we show sliding or jerking movement. Oscillatoria, it shows sliding or oscillating motions, or jerky movements are also shown by cyanobacteria. So children, today's video was up till here. Wish you all the best. Have a good day. Thank you.